Hi, it's Chris Castaldo from Wall Street Buy, Sell, Hold. We're here in South Florida with David Nathan from SunSi Energy. David's got an excellent company. He made a wonderful presentation. Unfortunately, a lot of our customers and viewers could not make it down to hear his presentation. David, why don't you tell us about SunSi Energy and your exciting plans for the future and the growth of your company?
Sure, good morning. SunSi Energies is a public company, symbol SSIE. We produce and distribute a specialty chemical called trichlorosilane, TCS for short, produced in China. TCS is a critical raw material to be used to make polysilicon. Without TCS, you can't make polysilicon, and polysilicon-based technology is used in 75% of all solar panels made in the world today.
What other products from polysilicon is it used for other than solar panels?
Polysilicon was really used as part of the birth of Silicon Valley. It was used in the semiconductor industry because it was a great source of ultra-pure polysilicon, which was used to create the semiconductor industry. So TCS is included in every cell phone, every video game, every TV. We focus on solar grade TCS, which is less of a process than industrial grade, but the same concept.
Okay. I would imagine with the natural devastation that we had in Japan that people are afraid of nuclear and they don't want a nuclear reactor in their backyard, which could potentially melt down like we saw happen in Japan. Has this affected your business? Has the demand for solar increased now that there's a fear of nuclear reactors?
We believe the perception is yes, and in the long term, short and long term, it'll have a positive impact. Unfortunately, what happened in Japan created some fear, and there are new technologies that are coming on board every day in the solar industry. So we believe the demand outlook for solar, both near term and long term, is pretty exciting. Okay,
and we understand that China plans on spending a lot more on solar and alternative energy. From my understanding, they plan on spending $455 billion in the next 10 years. How much do you think that will be earmarked for TCS?
I think they have said publicly that out of that money, they want to effect a 5-fold increase in their solar production. They're already the world leader, so 5 times as much production over that period means 5 times as much TCS being used. So we're really excited about the demand outlook.
So you're really at the right place at the right time, and you currently control about 15% of all TCS production coming out of China?
Yes, and we think that number is growing. Our plants are positioned to be expanded. They're scalable, and we're undertaking an expansion now because we're very comfortable that the extra production will be purchased based on what we're seeing, inquiries that are coming from within China and outside of China from major entities.
Okay, who are some of your customers that actually buy the TCS once you produce it?
LDK Solar and GCL are 2 billion-dollar solar companies based in China who are already buying our product.
Okay, and for those people that don't exactly know what TCS is, how do you manufacture TCS? How does that work?
TCS is manufactured by taking industrial grade sand, which is the second most abundant element in the world, putting it with hydrogen and chlorine, heating it to very high temperatures until it liquefies, and then that liquid is used to make the polysilicon, which is an excellent conductor of electricity and used to make photovoltaic cells, which, as we said, are used in 75% of world's production of all solar panels today.
Okay, well, it sounds pretty simple. Sand, hydrogen, and chlorine makes TCS. What's really important for shareholders is not only that you're going to have an expanding, I guess, industry, but they want to make sure that the structure of the company is proper. And if your, should I say, interests are in the same side as the investor, usually makes a good stock to buy. What is your current salary, and do you own shares of the company, and do you have any lockup of your shares, or can you freely sell them today on the market?
My salary is $60,000 per year, which is probably the
minimum wage.
Probably the equivalent of somebody's car allowance these days. I am locked up until 2013, voluntary lockup. I cannot sell a single share of my stock. Same as with the founder of the company, Richard St. Julian. I have 2 million shares that I earn over a 39-month period. So I'm highly incentivized. When people say that their interests are aligned with the shareholders, mine are truly aligned with the shareholders. We are shareholders. We want to do well for the people that have shown confidence in us. Having been a CFO of 5 public companies, I know it's critical to keep expenses down. We have a very low burn rate for a public company. It's a U.S. public company, holding company. 3 employees, 100 employees in China. We aren't going to stay at 3 employees forever, but right now we're doing whatever we can to keep expenses down. We've been able to accomplish a lot, and we're looking to success in the future.
Okay, and I believe that you can have a good company and poor management, and that's not a good equation. But we have incredible management. You've had some mild success at your last company. You went from 20 or 200 employees to 2,200. Your stock went from 9 to 62, and then you were sold to a private fund.
After I left, but when I was there, our company achieved recognition in Forbes magazine 3 consecutive years as one of the top 50 smallest growing companies in America. We were number 3 one year. So I think we draw on a lot of experience. We've done this before. We've grown entities from small to large. As I said, we're shirt sleeve, no ivory tower guys here. We work very hard to keep expenses down. We know what it's like to run a public company from the IR side to the internal operations. I've learned from my mistakes over the years, and we believe that SunSi is positioned to repeat the success of my previous public company.
Well, that sounds fantastic. You're in the right place. You've got a growing industry. You've got quality management. Your interests are on the same side as the balance sheet as the shareholders. Your stock is voluntarily locked up for 36 months. Your salaries are either nothing or small, which really, in my opinion, is an ingredient for huge success or huge failure. Why don't you tell everybody your website, and if they need further information, is there a phone number they can contact you?
Our website is SunSiEnergies.com. They can call me directly, 786-412-6085. I return all calls within a 24-hour period. We appreciate the opportunity to talk to any potential investor or interested party in SunSi.
Well, thank you very much for your time. You did a great job today, and I look forward to speaking with you and making sure you hit all your goals in the future.
Thanks a lot. I really appreciate that.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you very much.